What's up, guys? Welcome back to Bet with the Boys. We're covering both Friday and Saturday's best bets in college football.
Yep, we'll start out with Fridays and then we'll get into Saturdays. But first, hit that like and subscribe button. We are 3 subscribers away. I'm going to trust you guys to get us there because at the end of this video, we did go ahead and throw out the parlay for the celebration for 1700 because we were kind of playing with it and we found something we really liked.
Yes, absolutely. But yeah, first getting into Friday's bets. There's 3 games on tonight. We were able to find a bet in one. You want to cover that one?
Yeah, let me hit this recap yesterday. We
Okay.
had DJ Moore, unfortunately. So yesterday, BetMGM and FanDuel both had a boost for Brian Robinson to get 40 yards rushing, and then DJ Moore to have over 3.5 receptions. I really thought it was going to be the latter of the two. Thought DJ Moore might be the dude that does that works for Vegas, in other words. But turns out it was that other bum, Brian Robinson Jr., who Jake has on his fantasy team as well. So
Yeah.
did us both dirty. But as soon as it didn't cash, I hammered Brian Robinson under. I wish I could have explained that a little bit more yesterday in the short, but we'll do a better job of that moving forward, or well, I will. Well, Jake didn't have anything to do with that, but
Yeah. He just hurt my fantasy team, unfortunately.
yeah.
But yeah, so that brings our overall record to 74 and 57, 56.5%. After this weekend, we're going to try to have that up closer to 60. I feel very strongly about these 5 bets that we have. And
Yeah,
plus,
these picks are dirty.
yeah, filthy, nasty, slimy. But hopefully that parlay hits also at the end and you guys can, build your bankroll even bigger.
Yeah, it's my favorite. It's my favorite day of the week coming up Saturday. We do have a Friday bet though, so we'll go ahead and cover that. I'll let you hit that.
Yeah. So starting off tonight, we have Oklahoma State plus 12 tonight. Big cover ask, but against Kansas State, by the way. So Kansas State has a pretty horrible pass defense. So hopefully Oklahoma State can exploit that, make some big chunk plays, and keep this thing close throughout the game. I think 12 is going to be well enough to cover. I think it'll be within a touchdown.
Yeah, I'm kind of smelling an upset, but hopefully they at least cover. They are at home. That's huge, guys. Home field advantage, and they found their quarterback, the guy they're going to go with. And I really think they can exploit this Kansas State defense, guys. If you watched earlier during the season, Missouri lit them up, guys. They could not cover Missouri. Missouri looked like an all-star team out there. They are 5-0 in the SEC, but I mean, Missouri has a real test this weekend in LSU, but I think Oklahoma State can get fired up tonight, cover this. The whole world's on Kansas State, and yeah, I mean, it would only make sense.
Yes, ton of money on Kansas State to cover this spread. It's just a little bit, and the spread has not really gone down. We were able to find a great plus 12 on where was that, Caesars or
Caesars.
Caesars? Yeah, it's 10.5 on FanDuel and DraftKings. So that's why it's important to have multiple books. But yeah,
Yep. All right, guys, let's get into the meat.
yeah,
We got Saturday, October the 7th, guys. First off, hit that like and subscribe. No, I'm just kidding. But we got Ohio State and Maryland, guys. First game up, I think we kept it in time order, actually, didn't we?
yeah.
12 o'clock game. All right, guys, I love this game to go under. You look at the box score from last year, and I think they scored in the upward 70s.
It was 41-30.
41 to 30, 71 points, if my math is correct. But, guys, this total started at 58.5. It's 57.5 now on FanDuel. It's already 57 on DraftKings, and then I saw a 56.5 out there already. So it's slowly creeping down, regardless of all the money being on the over. And there's already 8 sharp moves on the under, and it's only Friday night, guys. So this is only going to get better.
Yeah, and Maryland's defense has been stout. Yeah, their strength of schedule isn't anything crazy right now, but they're doing what you're supposed to do if you're a good defense against these bad teams. They've not given up over 20 all year. Is that correct?
I don't know exactly how many they've given up, but they've not allowed a lot of points this year.
Yeah, I think they've not given up over 20 points all year. So, and Ohio State's not exactly been lighting up the scoreboard. They have had a much tougher schedule, but I think this game is going to be a good old fashioned Big Ten smash mouth game. A lot of runs. The clock will be moving, and I think this one's going to go well under.
It's going to be a rock fight, guys. It's hard to replace C.J. Stroud, but I mean, Ohio State, they always have some receivers, and you always think over, but they proved earlier against Notre Dame that they can even win these ugly games, and their defenses look pretty good itself. So that's a lot. That's a lot coming from me, who's not a huge Ohio State supporter. So,
right. Yeah.
So next up.
Shout out CJ Stroud leading the Texans. I don't think he's thrown a pick all year so far. So
I know I had to bench Trevor Lawrence in my fantasy league and pick up CJ Stroud. So let's go, CJ.
Next up, guys, we have this is always one of the scary picks we have, guys, going against Alabama. They've not been the number one team that we've seen throughout the last decade, but they're still a top 11 team right now. But we have them going into Texas A&M, and Texas A&M covering plus 3.5, minus 138 on FanDuel. The actual spread is plus 2.5, but we wanted to buy it up, just get that hook on the field goal. But it's going to be a tough environment. 105,000 people in Texas A&M Stadium, and that defensive line of Texas A&M is legit. Jimbo Fisher did a great job of recruiting using that NIL oil money down in Texas, and got some 5-star defensive linemen who have been wreaking havoc on offensive linemen across their schedule so far.
Yeah, and Alabama's offensive line's been, pretty sus, to be honest. I don't quite trust them, and Texas A&M's defense should get pressure on Milroe all night, all day long. I think this is a mid-afternoon game, actually. But anyways, I think this is a pretty good price on the plus 3.5. It's plus 2.5. It continues to drop, and I think it will continue to drop tomorrow when more money comes in on A&M. Like I said, this is Friday night. These lines are out early, so do make sure you are turning on the notification bell so you can get these lines when we put them out.
Absolutely. You got the
Georgia and Kentucky, guys. What better situation for Kentucky to prove themselves after a scare against Auburn last week, coming back home, facing a top 20 team in Kentucky who just railed Florida last week, guys. That game was crazy. 280 yards rushing. Do you think that they're going to do that to Georgia's defense tomorrow, Jake?
No. I mean, Georgia's always been stout. Yeah, they've struggled a little bit this year as, opposed to the last 2 years where they got about 10 guys off that defensive line drafted. But I think Georgia's going to, bow up and not allow a career day back-to-back weeks. Yeah, this line is way too much. Vegas is betting, 14.5 actually is the actual spread. That Kentucky will not keep it close, even though they've looked great so far this year. I think Georgia's just going to separate themselves from the pack and win this one pretty easy.
Yeah, we're just buying it under this key number here of 14, so getting 13.5 for minus 134. It's another steal in my opinion. But if you look at last week, Auburn, the quarterback ran all over Georgia. Kentucky's quarterback, Devin Leary, he's not capable of doing that, guys. He's actually not even that good in my opinion. He is replacing Will Levis, who moved on to the NFL. Unfortunately, he went to the Titans. I'm a Titans fan. Yeah. But anyways, Georgia guys, powerhouse. I think they turn it on when they need to. Get hyped up for this game, and it might get ugly. So,
agreed.
Next up.
Lastly, guys, we have Louisville plus 6.5 against Notre Dame. Another game that we have a bet against Notre Dame or with Notre Dame. But yeah, they're going to Louisville, who are 5-0 right now. One of the best Louisville teams probably since Lamar Jackson was there. But yeah, in Louisville, plus 6.5. Notre Dame's coming off 2 grueling games. Barely covered that one against Duke. Lost a close one against Ohio State. Their schedule doesn't get any easier. And I think Louisville's got enough to get it done and keep it within 6.5. I think they could actually pull the upset as well.
If you think about it, Louisville actually has an extra day's rest too. They played on the Friday instead of Saturday, so extra day to prepare for Notre Dame at home. Notice we didn't buy above any key numbers on this one. We don't need them, guys. I think Louisville's going to win straight up, but we'll gladly take the 6.5, I guess, and maybe sprinkle on the money line here. But, dude, I get some Aaron Rodgers vibes from Sam Hartman. Do you feel the same?
I'm a huge Aaron Rodgers fan, so no, I don't feel the same. I think 10 times better.
Soft, trash. Yeah, I mean,
Hall of Fame.
All right, so guys, we do have a parlay as promised, and Jake's got this. Actually, he's going to read it off.
Yes. All right, guys. If you do have FanDuel, this is obviously the book to put it on. These are the odds from FanDuel. But I'm going to go ahead and go through it. We got under 63.5 for the Ohio State and Maryland game. We have Texas A&M plus 7.5 against Alabama. We have Georgia minus 6.5 against Kentucky. And we have Louisville plus 10.5 against Notre Dame. That comes out to plus 342 on FanDuel without any boosts, but there is a profit boost, as you see a cameo from the cat here. The profit boost makes it plus 513. So go ahead and get that in. A $25 bet, which is max of 25, will win you about 150. So that could build your bankroll up, and I really feel strongly about this. Again, thank you for 1,700 subscribers. We're going to assume that we get those extra 3 after we crush these bets this weekend.
Yeah, we're really putting it on you guys. It's an honor. It's an honor system here to get these extra 3 subscribers. I always knew you were a cat dude. The cat might bring us some good luck here, and we need it. But yeah, we pretty much made all our picks a teaser, guys. We liked him that much. We did go 3-1 last week in college football. Hopefully, we can go 4-0 this time. Get back on track, and then that's it. That's all I got.
Sorry, guys. I was having to get the cat to stop clawing my couch. I'm actually not a cat person. This is my girlfriend's cat, but we make do with what we got.
All right.
Guys,
put these bets.
Sorry, what?
All right, go ahead.
I said, guys, put these bets in. I think we're in store for a great Friday and Saturday. God damn. Yeah, let's win some money, and we'll see you guys for the NFL video.
Yep, we'll see you guys later, and go Vols this weekend.